I am Mo Tuzano, the tabletop bellhop, your cardboard concierge, working with you to make your game nights better. Now, what I'm hoping to do for you tonight is give you an idea if you should pick up, if this is a Harmonies from, I have no idea if it's Libellud. I apologize. I am not sure the proper pronunciation of Libellud, game publisher, who is a division of Asmodee, and I do have to thank Asmodee for sending us a review copy of one of their hottest, most popular games of 2024, Harmonies. This is a 2024 Spiel Des Jahres recommended game, which means fantastic family weight accessible game. Not a kid's game, but a family weight game. This is currently the number 3 abstract game on Board Game Geek right now. That is ridiculous. Now, my wife and I love abstract strategy games, especially ones that can be 2 players and ones that are small enough to fit on a coffee table, so you can imagine how hyped I am. That said, I haven't done any research ahead of time. I do not know how this game plays. Please do not take anything I say in this video as to be any type of teach of the game. I'm actually getting to experience opening this up for the first time right here live, so you're going to get to see it at the same time I am. I'm hyped about this, so next step, though, is to cut the shrink and open up a new copy of Harmonies from Libellud. There you go, my copy of Harmonies in its nice, small, compact box with the awesome-looking lion. I love the colors on the cover of this box. I love it. We're going to take a quick look at the sides, which does the thing I love when publishers put the name multiple different angles, so it doesn't matter how you like to store your games. Always enjoy that. Quick look at the back, which immediately shows you that this is a wooden component, beautiful looking, striking abstract strategy game where you're trying to match patterns on cards. I know that without reading a single thing on here, which is impressive. It does note that it is ages 10 plus, plays in about 30 minutes, and 1 to 4 players, which means there's solo rules. Let's crack her open. Whoa, wooden thing. I have a thing. This says a 1 on it. I don't know if that's for solo. This has some other reminders. This looks like a market I'll be drafting from. Player boards. Okay, they're going to be smaller than I was expecting. Individual player boards. 2-sided. We have like a desert side and a water side, or a water side and a lake drained side. Got to see some components before we got the book. That doesn't happen often. The book. The game rules. There's a note right from the game designer. Watch the rules video. Strongly recommended for people who prefer to watch than to read. I do both. I'll read this cover to cover and then I'll go watch a video. See if I missed anything. All right. Yes, that's a market. Oh, we got a bag we're going to pull stuff out of. We have a cards in the row. So every player is going to have their own thing they're building. I didn't even know that at the start of the opening this up. So telling you on your game turn, you are going to take and place a token. Then optionally, you are going to take an animal card and place a cube. Placing a cube, end of the game, like less than 7 pages. Way less, because that's like the components. Here we go. Actual rules start on page 4. That's it. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's how to play. And then how to score up things at the end of the game, because it looks like different types of terrain scored differently. Which makes sense. Nature spirit cards must be some kind of optional thing. And then there is a solo mode. On the back is a player aid that walks through everything. Very nice. Always appreciated. Ooh, look at this box design. It's only cardboard, but there's like a tuck box here. Very cool. I appreciate that. That's nice. It's very nice. We're not going to touch that stuff yet, though. We're going to open this. All right, bag. It's a nice canvas bag. Drawstrings. Dig it. Wood bits. Okay, so that is a strip. That's got to be a strip for, sorry, previous unboxing, I got one of these. I was confused by it. It's got to be for removing moisture, which also explains why my hands have been so dry after the last unboxing I did. So here we have various wooden tokens with a green leafy pattern on them. Now, each of these is the same kind of, it's weird. It's not a circle. You know what? I'm going to pull out one of each and I'll hold them up. It's not a circle though. Like you can kind of see when I put it down there, it didn't quite roll. But they also, in addition to having color, do have silk screened art on them to be able to tell them apart, which is always a bonus, makes the game more accessible for people with vision issues. So 6 different types of these stones or habitats. The brown have nothing on it? Okay, the brown has nothing on it. which again sets it apart from everything else. Having a hard time opening the water. Water doesn't want to be open. You don't want to spill everywhere. There we go. So we have 6 different colored wooden components that are kind of roughly circular shape, representing different biomes or habitats. Each with their own silk screened art. They're significantly thick and chunky, which is kind of nice. All right, for now, I'm just tossing these back in the box. You probably want to sort them better. Scoring sheet, which to me says the game's a little bit heavier than you might think. It does have a rating of over 2 for weight, so it's not like a simple kids game. Only one-sided, though. I'm always bummed by that. I would rather get double the use out of this pack. So a little disappointment. First disappointment so far. All right, we're going to put all this back. Oh, no. I should have sealed the bags. Now I'm going to seal the bags. Put everything back. Right now, I'm not worried about it being pretty. What I probably should have did is just dumped all of these into the bag. That'll make it easier next time I play. But I didn't so well. All right, what do we got? All right. Okay, are they attached to each other? No. Okay. We have amber cubes. Plastic amber cubes. They are clear plastic cubes in a they look like amber color. Lots of them. I don't even want to count those. Lots and lots of amber cubes. Oh, there's one white one in there? Okay, there's also some white ones. Sorry. All right, yes. I hadn't noticed until I went to put it away. So yes, also some white cubes. Clear plastic cubes. You know, board game cube size. Smaller board game cube size. Copper and Terraforming Mars. Ones. So yeah, it looks like there's probably 4 of those white ones in there. The only other component I think we have is cards. Held together by paper. Which I'm going to snap right there. Reference cards. Animal cards. And different animal cards with different backs. These are tarot size cards, which makes getting card sleeves a little interesting. Reference card is 2-sided, showing the different biomes and how they score. And then something about stacking. Again, haven't played. Oh, look how pretty that is. Seriously, look at the art on this. My gosh. So here are various patterns that I assume you're trying to recreate in the game. Look at that artwork. Wow. That is striking. Really striking. Oh, the groundhog is so cute. All right, I don't know why those are different from these, but they are for some reason. So I'm not going to show every one of these. I'm going to flip through them quickly. Man, those cards are so beautiful. Like, really, this is a striking game. I love it. I love the art in this game. All right. Wow, such a pretty game. All right. I don't need to box these because they look different from each other. We're just going to toss those right back in their spot. Close this thing up. I dig it. I dig it. Water on this side, not water on this side. We're going to put the bag back on top. Normally all those would be in there. Instructions, player boards, and whatever the market board is. Unfortunately, because I played with the bags, it doesn't quite shut, but that's my fault. That's nothing to do with the publisher. All right, no word of a lie. That is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. That has some of the most striking artwork out of anything in my collection at this point. That is really nice. The card artwork is fantastic. Iconography is ridiculously clear. The components are nice. Nice added touches of having artwork on the discs and not just having them colored, which makes them more accessible to people with various vision issues. I am extremely impressed by the look of Harmonies. Gameplay looks simple to learn. You're looking at, I forget what it was, 4 or 5 pages. I am super hyped about getting this to the table now. That looks like a fantastic game. Everyone building their own little landscape made out of habitats, and then you're trying to make a habitat that invites the animals based on the cards. And different animals want different things in your habitat. Oh, this looks so good. Again, number 3 abstract game in the world at the time of this recording, which is pretty huge. Multiple award nominations. Like, seriously, just go. If you like abstract games, you should probably pick this up. Just in case you are on the fence, once I do start playing Harmonies, I will be sharing my thoughts on social media, where I can be found everywhere. It's Tabletop Bellhop, one word. And we'll be doing up a review after 5 or so plays on the Tabletop Bellhop Gaming Podcast, which you can find on your podcatcher of choice. For the Tabletop Bellhop, I am Mo Tuzano. That was an unboxing of Harmonies.